Hi, you guys. Hey, you guys. Well, my little light went out. Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday. One of my lights went out, so let me turn it back on. I probably can't even tell. Happy Sunday, you guys. Tell me if you can hear me and see me clearly. There we go. That didn't change anything, but it doesn't matter. Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy June. It is June. We are at the halfway point for 2024. Can y'all believe that? Welcome. Hello, Stephanie. You guys, can you hear me? See me clearly? I always try to come on a few minutes early to make sure all the tech is working, right? We got to make sure you can hear me, see me clearly. Thank you from Delaware. Iris, welcome. I like to know where you're from. Let me know where you're from, right? Tonight, we're going to look, I'm going to have a little itinerary tonight. We're going to have a schedule tonight, you guys, because I can be all over the place. St. Louis, welcome back. Welcome back, Lois. Florida. Good old Florida. St. Louis, y'all on the list too for zombie foreclosures. Stephanie, y'all always on the list for something. Where's Leesburg, Florida? Tell me where that is or what it's close to. You know what I mean? Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. We got about 2 minutes. Queens, New York. Y'all were on the list. Y'all on the zombie foreclosure list too. We'll go over that, you guys. We'll go over that. I said we're going to have some order. It's going to be like service. Sunday service, close to Orlando. Got you. Okay. I think we should talk a little bit about real estate news. Then we can talk about auctions. This is a big auction week across the country, you guys. Oh, okay. So Delaware. Okay, cool. I have to try to dig deep for Delaware then. Have you tried PropWire? You already tried PropWire, Iris? Big week across the country. It is the first week of June. So auctions, Texas, Georgia, California, lots of auctions. If you are in Texas and Georgia, y'all should go to the auction. Just go. Right? Just go. Even if you don't want to bid, I will show you where they are. We'll look at some auction properties that are coming up this week. Y'all should go. Just go. And then send me pictures because y'all know I want to see like what's going on. I want to see what the auction is like everywhere else. Right? So we got about a minute, you guys. Let me know where you're from. We'll let everybody kind of come in here and we can get started. I feel like we should do some real estate news, right? We can do some auction properties. Look at Granny. Look, Granny, you are here. Amato, what's up? There's another Florida person right there. That's what I'm talking about. Florida is always going to be here. New York is always going to be in the house. The Texas and Georgia people will start strolling on in here too. But yeah, big auction week across the country. Georgia, Texas. We'll look at those. We'll just do, do a little full. It's the beginning of the month. June 1st, halfway point for the year. Can you believe it's the halfway point? Good evening, Ramond, with her French name. Remember, I changed my name. From New York, the New York people are always talking. We'll read some articles. We'll see if anything's going on where y'all live. You know what I mean? If you see your city or state, let me know. I'm waiting for HUD to come out with their report. It should be out this week on how many homeowners are behind. Definitely some news. Tampa. I knew where you were from, Motto. Tampa. Florida's always in the house. So y'all saw they extended the veteran moratorium, basically. They extended it through the end of 2025. So the veteran foreclosure, extension was going to end in May 30th. And they just announced that they are extending it through the entire year, which I'm not surprised. None of us are surprised. Right? We are not going to let the veterans go homeless right before this election. And I'm not even saying that to be any kind of jokey joke because I think it's sad that our veterans are homeless, first of all, right? I don't even feel like that should be a thing in our country. So, but my point is, like I said, I did a reel yesterday, 2 days ago, where I was like, nothing is going to happen in our real estate market anytime soon. Absolutely nothing is going to happen with foreclosures until after the election, right? Nothing, right? I said, if they got to suspend everybody's mortgage payment, they are not going to let us have a foreclosure waive until after this election, right? So that just gives us more time to prepare and plan. You know what I mean? Gather our gatherings, basically. So, okay, it's 8:01, you guys. Let me do this intro for people who are new or who are watching the replay. So, I'm Ashley Pickens, you guys. I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee. I have been in real estate since 2006 as a real estate agent, as a real estate broker, and as most of y'all know me, I am an auctioneer. I am that one that says going once, going twice, sold. I am at the courthouse. I'm always at the courthouse. I am never at the people's house or the property because I can't play with my life, right? I can't play with my life. So I'm here in Memphis, Shelby County, Mississippi, Nashville, sometimes rural counties. That's what I do. I auction off foreclosures. That is what I do. That's where most of you found me. And I started making videos. I got like 300 videos teaching y'all how to buy properties at the auction, right? And I come on here and I go live and I just try to share information, in my opinion, right, about the market. That does not make it like fact because I say it, but it's just my opinion on what I think is going on or what I see and all that kind of stuff. My opinion does not always align with the news. Let me say that. My opinion does not always align with mainstream media. That is for sure. So I love to come on here and talk with y'all and see what's going on where you live. And, we just can talk and, share information, right? And just see what happens when the cookie crumbles. When the cookie crumbles. So, you guys, let's start off. Happy Sunday. It is June, you guys. It is June, halfway point for the year. I hope y'all are working or at least trying to or doing all the things. It is a big week for auctions, right? The first Tuesday of the month. That is Georgia's big auction week. That is Texas's big auction week. I think California's got some big auctions coming up this week too. I'll show you some sites. We can go through and look at some properties that are going up for auction, kind of analyze them. You know what I mean? And we'll talk about news, all kinds of things, right? I saw numbers for zombie foreclosures. If you don't know what zombie foreclosures are, those are properties that are like in pre-foreclosure or foreclosure and the homeowner has walked away from the property. They've walked away. I have a couple of clients right now that were in the process of just walking away from their house. People still do that, right? If you haven't paid in like a year or 2 years or any of that, sometimes when you open that mortgage statement and it's like $60,000, you just be like, I can't. I was going to throw you like, I'm just going to leave, right? You just like, I can never catch up $60,000, So zombie foreclosures, those numbers came out with the states and the cities with the most vacant properties. Did y'all know that like investors own a little over 35 million properties across our country? 35 million properties are owned by investors. I just read an article, you guys. I'm going to pull up the article. Y'all know how I go like, I said we're going to stay on track, but you know how I get. Let me go back. 35 million investor-owned properties. Almost a million of them are vacant across the country. So let's talk about those states where investor-owned properties are vacant. Boom, right? So my plan of action, look, it's so funny. I talk and then I'm like, a thought comes into my mind because y'all are always like, how do we prepare? What should we do? What are you doing, Ashley? I think we should all just like, and then I whisper, like it's just me and 50 of y'all on here. We all need to just be patient, right? Learn everything we can learn, right? If you plan on buying with loans and financing, then you got to do the things that you have to do. Get your credit right, get your debt to income right, save some money, do the things that you need to do. If you're going to pay cash for something, I know a lot of y'all are like, Ashley, I've got equity in my house. Should I pull the equity out and buy a property? What about a HELOC? What do y'all have? I get all the questions, y'all. I get all of the questions. What do I do? Look at this property. What do you think? Y'all, and I be trying to answer all them questions. like, I don't know, but let me help you. So I'm probably, unless I just get an amazing deal, right? If I just get an amazing deal come, I'm probably not going to try to make any moves until 2025, right? I can still market to distressed homeowners. I can still flip properties to other investors. But let me just say this, unless I get a good deal, but I feel like all my deals be real good, right? But I think my game plan for sure to like green light go, let's try to buy some properties, let's do that. It will be 2025, right? Let's get through this election. Let's see what's going to happen with the housing market. We can only delay foreclosures for so long. Hey, Jackie from Round Rock, Texas. Yeah, hedge funds own a ton. I just read an article. That's what I was going to say, Maria, out of Dallas, Fort Worth, where investors own, I'll pull up the article, like 1 in 4 properties in Fort Worth. Well, not Dallas, but Fort Worth. I was like, golly, they own so many. So I think we just got to see what the game plan is. Do y'all think investors are going to start selling off their properties? I'm seeing a little sell off coming here. Do you think they're just going to keep buying up properties? What do y'all think the investor game plan is, you guys? What do y'all think? What do you think the hedge fund game plan is? I think it probably depends. I'm so funny. I'm like, what y'all think? This is what I think. I feel like with hedge funds and stuff like that, first of all, they get deals that we don't get. First of all, let's be very clear on that. They get deals that we could only dream of getting, right? They can buy notes from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and we wish for those prices, right? I know when it comes to hedge funds, it's all about making money, right? Like banks, they in the business to make money, right? For their investors. So if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So I feel like they'll probably keep, as long as they can get a good discount, that kind of stuff, they'll keep buying. But in some of these areas, I'm seeing hedge funds selling off their properties, right? It's a bunch of them selling off in Texas. So if it don't make money, it don't make sense. And when it comes to hedge funds, right, it doesn't matter if they bought up a whole neighborhood, right? If it's not making money, they're going to offload those properties, which will kill your value if you live in that neighborhood. That's what will happen. If investors start offloading properties at a discounted rate, which I read an article about that, right? That will hurt, sure, that will kill your market. So I think my game plan is, of course, if I get a great deal, I'll probably keep it. But I think to really go for deals, try to enlarge your portfolio, do that kind of stuff, prepare for 2025 for that. We got to get out of this election. We got to get out of this election. I'm already seeing articles. I'll share it with you. Articles about this home buying market is drying up. Interest rates kind of went up a little bit. These buyers aren't coming onto the market like they usually are. Sellers are reducing prices. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Don't be buying up these properties and home values going down, right? What do I always say? You don't want to be the one catching a falling knife, right? That means if home values coming down, you don't want to jump in here and it's going down, right? So if you got to buy right now, you got to negotiate. You have to negotiate, okay? I always say that I don't mean any shade or offense by it, but don't look at these properties that's just hitting the market, right? If you're looking for a property, if you're a real estate agent with clients, you need to go after the properties that's been sitting on the market. A new property on the market, the seller is still a little delusional. They're still a little delusional, okay? So they want full price for their house, right? You got to go after the people who've been sitting for a minute and work with them, okay? That's who you go after if you got to buy something. You're channel for like a month. How's the housing market? You know, that's just what we're talking about. I love everybody's input. If an REO wants 100 for it, could you offer them like, heck yeah, Rennie Delgado, you offer them whatever you want to offer them. And if it's an REO, which is technically a property owned by the bank, real estate owned by the bank, you better lowball a bank, Rennie Delgado. You lowball them. You do that on behalf of everybody on this channel. If they can sell properties, if they can sell notes right? To for 38 cents on the dollar, you better negotiate. Lowball them. Lowball them. When I work with HUD Home Store, I went back and forth with them at least 3 times, right? So look what they gonna say, right? But no, negotiate. Absolutely. Look, it's the bank. Do it for us. Do it for everybody on this channel, right? That's who. Yes, lowball them. I'd offer them 100,000. Yeah, look, Maria, we all on the same page. 110, 120, too much. You got to come in lower than that. Look, especially if you want to be at 110 or 100, come in. I'm with Maria. Come in at 80. Come in at 80 and work your way on up. All they're going to say is that's too low. Okay, then tell them to bring me a counter. That's what you say. And then whatever they counter back with, you come in a little lower again. You go back and forth at least 3 times with them. We all in agreement. Yes, it's the bank. Because they would lowball us for sure. So I'm absolutely seeing a whole bunch of for sale signs. Let's jump into it, y'all, because y'all know I can talk. Baby, you're going to look up and it's going to be Monday. It's going to be Monday morning. And I'm going to be like, I didn't mean to hold you long. You know me, you guys. How long after election? We just got to see, right? We still going to come over here and have our little meetings, right? But you got to, I don't talk politics on this channel, first of all. I don't do that because everybody's got their opinion about everything. I honestly don't have an opinion about politics or whoever gets in office. Honestly, if I'm going to be honest about that, my plan does not change, right? My strategy does not change based on who's elected into the office, right? I don't talk about anything like that. My strategy is my strategy, right? I do recognize that depending on who gets in office, some people do lean more towards real estate. Some people do lean towards another way, right? You just roll with the punches, stay with your plan, right? And we just have to see what happens. 2025, you can't, how long can you hold foreclosures, right? We have people who have not paid since COVID, you guys. That's going on 4 years. If we hit 20, they just extended this veteran moratorium, right? Well, this veteran foreclosure, y'all know what, they just extended it to the end of the year. There's people who have not paid all year, right? And we just keep on kicking the can, you know what I mean? So I'm always like, what is their remedy? I guess they're going to take that past due amount and put it on the back of their loan, right? Is that what we doing? But again, everybody's not going to qualify for that, right? Everybody, no matter what program they come out with, everybody won't qualify for it. What's going on, my dog Rex? In Florida? Florida's always representing in here. I feel like you have to be strategic. I feel like the market is going to continue the way that it's going, right? We're going to start seeing more properties come on the market. Interest rates probably going to hold where they are. I actually read an article today talking about that they might go up one more time, right? Nobody knows though. Let me say that. Anytime anybody hops on the news and says rates are going down, rates are going up, nobody knows. None of us knows what's going to happen with the rates except for Jerome. Uncle Jerome knows what's going on. Jamie Dimon might know what's going on. He probably know what's going on too, right? Rates might go up again. And if they don't go up again, they might not, right? They're talking about now they're like maybe one rate cut, right? So I feel like that's going to keep a lot of buyers on the sidelines, right? We'll probably see sellers more and more for sale signs, but the longer houses sit on the market, then prices come down. These home values are going to start coming down, right? And that's what we want. You want to buy at the bottom, sell at the top. Everybody say it with me. Buy at the bottom, sell at the top, right? That's the plan. Or at least if you don't want to sell, at least buy at the bottom, right? That's what we're doing. So let's see what happens, right? But again, don't expect any foreclosure wave until we get out of this election. Somebody commented and was like, they don't want crying mamas and babies on the news, right? Homeless. You don't want that. You don't want veterans on the news in foreclosure, right? Which shouldn't even be a thing. Like I said, that veterans shouldn't even, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go there. But don't expect it. I say right now we're preparing. We're like the little ant or the grasshopper. Y'all know that fable where the little ant was like working and everybody else was just doing buy now, pay later. You know what I mean? We out here trying to we're gathering our gatherings, right? We're doing what we're supposed to do. Jamie sure did sell a lot of bank stock, and everybody's like, but they're saying they're looking for a replacement for Jamie, like he's about to retire. Jamie know what's going on. Maybe he know it's about to be a whole mess. Y'all saw the article where it's like they're expecting like 50 to 100 small banks to fail in the next year or couple years. 50 to 100 small banks are expected to fail between commercial real estate and everything else going on in the market. So you guys baby, if you in Florida, Stevenson, Florida, y'all got the highest right now. Florida has the most foreclosures. Florida has the most pre-foreclosures. Florida has the most homes on the market right now. Florida is hitting all the levels. Florida is at the top of it, so I know you know what I mean. So let's get into some news because y'all know I can talk and ramble and you're going to look up and baby, it's going to be midnight, especially on the East Coast. So let's jump into, we're going to have order. We're going to have order. Let's start with, and then I'll end with a prop wire tutorial. So, let's jump in and let's talk about we can do news really quick. Y'all know I'll share some sites that I like that y'all can, say he was scared to see private equity now doing the same thing as back in 2008. My first deal, check this out. HELOC forbearance and a loan. She now owes more than $50K more than her only way out is to sell so that she can have some of that equity, right? Deal. HELOC, home equity line of credit, in forbearance, and a loan. That's what I'm going to say. She got to be upside down, right? She got to be upside down. Her only way out is to sell. If she upside down and sell, what equity? You know what I'm saying? Like, does she have some equity? That's a short sale. If I'm understanding that, then she got a short sale, right? Is there a site to look for tax liens and deeds? I would say go to your tax. Hold on, I'll share that site with you. I got all the tax websites for y'all in my auction accelerator course. I got you, Raymond. She upside down. Ask her to order her payoff. Granny. We call neck hammock and other must-haves over there Granny. Okay, y'all. She over there doing deals and stuff. So we got to help our community out. She probably needs to order her payoff. Order that payoff and see if she completely upside down. If you are upside down, if you sell, right, you either got to bring that money to the table or you got to short sell and see if the bank agrees to let you sell it for less than what you owe, right? That's what happens when these people start doing HELOCs and forbearances and loan modifications and all this other stuff. And they're talking about, monetizing second mortgages now, not HELOCs, not home equity lines of credit, but home loans, basically, right? Home equity loans is what they're going to try to do for a second mortgage to give people more money to pay their bills is what they're saying. Ain't nobody going to have any equity. Everybody going to be upside down. So banks will give money to move if you stay in the home till it sells. There you go, Jackie. How do you think realtors can best take advantage of this time? Well, I go after these people in foreclosure, distressed, let me help you, right? Don't you walk away from your house on my watch. Like, I offer assistance. That's what I do as a real estate agent. Offer assistance. If I can't help them, let me not say that. If I don't like the property, right? If it's not a property that I want, if I absolutely lead with love, if my investors don't want it, then I can turn around and list it, Renee, right? Because I'm a real estate agent. I can put their house on the market. I'm seeing a lot of people who just bought 23, 24 it doesn't make it sense for an investor, right? If you just bought the last 2 years, you owe that whole loan, right? You owe that entire loan. And I'm seeing people who bought in the last 2 years in foreclosure. We'll pull up some auction properties. It's somebody going up for auction this week who just bought, what's for April of 2023. They're up for auction this week. But what I'm saying is there's no equity. You don't have any room if you just bought 2 years ago. So good job. Look at Jackie sending letters. That's what I'm talking about. But the good thing is, as a real estate agent, right? Like you, if the numbers don't make sense for your investors, you can put it on the market, right? And you can get a normal traditional home buyer that's going to pay full price, is what I would say. So that's what I do too. I'll put it on the market. Y'all know I hate the market. Y'all know I do not like the MLS. I love off-market properties. I don't like fooling with the market. But if you just bought in the last 2 years, boom, you gotta do what you gotta do for your client. So that's what I would say. I would learn how to do short sales, Renee. I would make sure I knew how to do short sales for sure, right? Because people are going to need that, even though a lot of people are like, don't nobody short sale. What's that? If you know how to short sale, you're gonna have some business here in the next year or so. I would for sure do that. Get the deals. If you got what do I say? The golden rule. Whoever got the gold makes the rule. The gold is the houses. If you got the house, you're going to find a buyer, right? Do you know anything about flipping houses? Ask me and I'll see if I can answer it for you. So that's what I would do. And I know a lot of agents don't like to be known as the foreclosure specialist, right? That's what I want to be known as. Colette, what's going on? I work the distressed market. Everybody knows that. I work the distressed market. That's what I love. It's my jam, right? So now people come to me with their distressed properties, right? And sometimes you can get a good deal. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, boom, boom. I think I answered tax liens. Ramon, I got you. Do not let me forget that. Don't let me forget that. Have you ever closed a short sale deal when the buyer used the equity from another home? I haven't, Stevenson. Have you ever closed a short sale deal, right? That means that the buyer, I have to walk through the question, pick it through, and explain it to other people who don't understand. I try to be thorough when I explain things. Have you ever closed a short sale deal? Everybody knows short sale is when the homeowner is underwater. They owe more on the loan than what the house is worth. A short sale is when you reach out to the bank to see if they will take less money than what the homeowner owes, right? So, have you ever closed a short sale deal, right, when the buyer uses the equity from another home? Help me, Stevenson. What do you mean? Like to make up the difference, the equity from another home to make up the short sale difference? Is that what you mean? I'll be trying to interpret. Can you refer anyone who sells contract templates? What kind of contract? Like an assignment contract? Is that what you need? Email me. I'll send you an assignment contract. Should I get my real estate license to get better deals, or is it not necessary? I think your real estate license. So everybody knows that everybody knows that the real estate license, like if you're buying and selling a property as yourself, for yourself, personal property, you don't need a license if it's just you. Your license comes into play when you're selling other people's houses. Like if your neighbor, you got to help them. That's where you need a license. But if it's for you personally, you don't need a license. Now, like I said, if you have properties and you want to put them on the market and you want to dodge those commission fees, right, for using an agent, then you can list it yourself, right? If you feel like you need MLS access, right, which I feel like it's so many sites right now that gives you almost the same information as MLS, then maybe yes. You know what I mean? Or never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because I'm gonna have everybody in trouble on this live. I think it just depends on what you need that license for, right? And I'm gonna leave it at that. Basically, they pulled a home equity line to buy the property. A home equity line on what? The property that was upside down? They didn't have no equity in it. So it was another property that they pulled a line, and then I'm just making sure I understand. And yes, I'll send you an assignment contract. Absolutely. Absolutely. I gotta help y'all. Look, we all trying to get paid. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, we're all trying to build wealth for our family and generations and legacies. Y'all know I'm being serious though. There are people out here buying properties if they bought the house last year or last 2 years, as long as the interest rate is below 4%. If they got a good interest rate, yeah. Yeah. Some people. I ain't seeing 4% out here. I've seen a couple of abandoned houses and I want to know how to buy them, fix them up, and sell them. You got to get in touch with that homeowner, right? You got to get in touch with that homeowner. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna jump into prop wire so this can be visual, right? So I can right, right, all right. We all know what we are here for. A lot of us missed that last wave in 2008, right? A lot of us were too young or didn't have the knowledge or the means to capitalize off the last downturn in 2008, right? So most of us are trying to prepare for this upcoming whatever it might be, right? And that's just what we're all doing, right? Because we all trying to, get our beach house for $22.17, right? 3 weeks to get my first deal. Of course, I charge for my time. That's right. That's right. Okay, I'm going to share some news. And you guys, don't forget to remind me about that assignment contract. Do not forget to remind me about taxes, right? Got it. Don't start, my dog, Rex. Don't start. Got a 57 Cadillac with Batman. I see this one I'm talking about. Don't start. Do you think buying distressed properties from the land bank is a good start when you have poor credit? I think anything you do is a good start, Santoya, Stacy. Anything you do, right? If you don't have any money, that's why people start driving for dollars. If you don't have any money, you go to the auction, right? It's a big auction coming up. Anything you do will help. If you can get a good property at the land bank, right? Do it. I see a lot of people flipping lots now, right? They got a plot of land and flipping it to somebody else. You know what I mean? My only advice would be do your research, right? Do your due diligence, right? Don't just be so eager and don't just, sometimes we just jump in head first, honestly. You know what I mean? Do your research. However, I know a lot of y'all just so doggone smart, right? That y'all have analysis paralysis, right? Y'all get to researching and y'all research for 40 days and 40 nights, right? And sometimes you just got to execute, right? Do your research, do your due diligence. Don't spend money that you really don't have, right? But execute, right? It's all a learning lesson. I learn everything from experience and reading and watching, and you know what I mean? But execution is the name of the game. At the end of the day, execution, right? So all I can say is do something. Do something. Santoya, you got this, right? Go. Well, the land bank, that's like online, isn't it? That's an online thing, right? I was going to say go, but I don't know if you can go. But you got this. Do something. Okay, so let me share my screen. I know it's a lot of people who I know get stuck. Just y'all get my letters and be like, Ashley, now do I send the letter? Do I put the return address on it? Ashley, should I put it on white paper? Ashley, should it be two-sided paper? What if I don't have color paper, Ashley? Well, I'd be like, look, mail that letter. Do that. Put it in the mailbox. You be like, y'all can talk yourself in and out of, deals and projects. Self-sabotage. Y'all be self-sabotaging yourself, right? Just do it. I come on here and just wing it. Just be on here winging it. Would you hold the money you're saving for a house in a savings account or brokerage account? Buying within a year. Look at you too damn much. Look, I don't know all of these things. Somebody answer that question for him. You know what I mean? I guess if you're getting more interest on a brokerage account, but I don't want you to lose it. You know what I mean? But look, that ain't my lane. That ain't my lane. I don't want to even pretend like it is. But I guess wherever you're getting the most interest and you feel safe, and you ain't going to wake up and it's gone. You know what I mean? So do your research. That's the title of today's live. Do your research. Or do your due diligence. Okay, let's jump into, if anybody else can answer that. Where y'all holding y'all money at? Under the mattress? Where's everybody money? Under the mattress, in a shoebox, in the closet. A, in a brokerage account. B, in a savings account. C, under the mattress. Y'all, I be cracking up in my own jokes. Okay, let's jump into some news. Y'all know I can talk. Y'all so funny. In a brown bag. In a shoebox on the top shelf in my closet. I got y'all all good. All of the above. Y'all are funny. Okay, I'm gonna share some information. Y'all know, let's start class. Class is in session, even though I talk for 30 minutes just to talk. Let's start with y'all know my favorite, one of my sites that I always check, Daily Job Cuts, buried next to the tree. That's what I'm talking about. Look, just do what works for you in the garden under the hilarious. Banks are folding under the mattress. You're right. As quick as they shut down. Every time I see Truist, because I have an account with Truist, one of my accounts is with Truist, I'd be like, look, not my $20. You know, they're like, Truist is laying off people and doing all this. Not my $20. That's right. If you got, you know, what they say, if you got more than $250,000, you know, it's insured. Over 250, you got to put it somewhere else, right? Don't have more than 250. So that's what you do. You know what I mean? So anyway, Daily Job Cuts. Y'all know I like this site so much. It lets you know, because when you watch the news, everybody has a job. Everybody's got plenty of money. You know, we skipping through sunflower fields and eating pink Starburst. You know what I mean? But in reality, SunTrust was better. You're right. But in reality, people losing their jobs every day. So let's see what's going on. Daily Job Cuts. Boom. Home buyers. Did y'all see the title of that article? Home buyers are starting to revolt over steep prices. If y'all can see that, blink for me, because y'all know I need y'all to blink. Blink once if you can see it. Blink twice. There we go. Jackie always going to be the first blinker. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all blinking. There y'all go. Okay. So real quick, this article says, the U.S. housing market, long crippled by an inventory drought, which I don't believe that, is finally starting to see listings rise. Let's keep going. Sellers are grappling with the fact that higher for longer rates are choking off demand during what's typically the key season for the market, right? Mortgage rates are rising back over 7%. And the willingness of home buyers to take a stab, blah, 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 blah. And look at this. Coming into this year, the prospects of rate cuts by the Federal Reserve stirred up some optimism for a housing market. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Without the rate cuts, I read something that said that they were talking about rates might go up one more time because of how the inflation numbers came in this last one. I don't know if the rate's going to go up again, but I feel like if they come down, they're not coming down, right? Everybody on this channel know we will never see 2% rates again. I want to just, if you thought they were coming back, we ain't going to never see that again. We will never see 2% rates again. Okay, so everybody who got in on that, good for you. But those not coming back. So, hello, welcome everybody. Welcome. So, let's see. Keep going. The spring selling season so far is definitely a disappointment, said Lawrence Young. Y'all know I do not fool with Lawrence Young. I will leave it at that. I do not fool with him at all. He was a big proponent for buy now, what is it? Date the rate, marry the house. He's been hollering about rates are going to be cut all last year. Here come a big rates are going to be cut, rate cut. You don't know that, and stop saying that to everybody, right? He was the chief economic officer for NAR back during the last housing market crash, right? And he was reporting that the market was strong, everything was good, all that. And y'all, the market crashed on Monday, right? So it's like, I'm like, how you still got a job, sir? How do you even have a job? But anyway, that's not my point. Look, NAR loves him, so we just let him have it. But so everybody is noticing a slowdown this season. We are all, here it is. Here's that other article. Look at that. Close. Y'all read what is this? The Fort Worth Star Telegram. An estimated 26% of Fort Worth single-family homes are owned by companies, right? Roughly 1 out of every 4 single-family homes in Fort Worth are owned by an investor company or corporation. 1 in every 4. Who live in Dallas, Fort Worth? I know I should probably have some Texas people on the live. Did y'all know that? 64,000 of the 247 single-family homes, or 26% of Fort Worth, are owned by corporations or companies. Interesting. Texas, they said, I always say that San Antonio is supposed to be the hot spot for this next downturn. So we'll see. We will see. That's a lot, though. You know what I mean? 1 in every 4 is owned by, and maybe it's like LLC, maybe it's like investors, because a lot of times it's these little, everybody's buying with an LLC. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but y'all know. So this is a good site. I like to check this site. Imagine if veterans and the homeless were treated as well as illegal immigrants. We're going to scroll on. We're going to scroll on. So if you're ever on this site, you guys, it tells like the layoffs going on. Like every day they report layoffs. It's a lot of school districts, like John Deere layoff, Google laying off 100. Oh, so on this side, it's layoffs. On this side, it's companies that are closing or filing bankruptcy. Okay. So if you come on here, that's what you're looking at. Okay. So if their company is closing down, bankruptcy, or filing bankruptcy, that's this side. This side is the layoffs. So I kind of go through here and kind of see who's laying off. In Memphis, look at here, laying off 140. Cutting jobs. So that's a site that I like, Daily Job Cuts. Daily Job Cuts. I dropped it in the chat for y'all. Hold on, you guys. Okay. So check that site out if you are not familiar with it. One more site that I want to show y'all, and then we will get into some real estate news. Y'all know I like Warren Tracker. It kind of keeps up with where the layoffs are going on across the country, right? Because where there are layoffs, that means people losing their jobs. That means they can't pay their bills. They can't pay those mortgages. So, just kind of keep an eye on what's going on throughout the country, right? So Warren Tracker is another one. Warren, I'm putting it in the chat so y'all can bookmark it if y'all want to go back and look at it. So Warren Tracker is another site. When it comes up, right, first of all, it'll have all years, right? And it'll show all the years from 1988 to 2024, all the layoffs across the country, right? But I don't need to see from 1988. I'm just trying to see what we got going on right now and just kind of keep track of what's going on. So this site lets you know if a company has filed that they are going to lay off. So right now, what is this, June? We have California has laid off 33,000 people. Texas has laid off 11,000 people. What is this, Georgia, 4,000? This is wrong because Tennessee has laid off some people. Or at least they put the notices out for sure. I keep seeing notices. But this is another site, you guys, that I think, we can all kind of keep an eye on, since we all kind of watching and seeing if your city pop up or we see some numbers somewhere. Just, I try to put y'all on the sites that I look at or that I follow and watch. So when you see layoffs coming, you're going to see some foreclosures too, for sure, because they can't pay these bills. So 2 good sites. Everybody got those? Everybody good on right there? Let's jump into some. I'm trying to think. Y'all want to talk about foreclosures or y'all want to see some auctions? It is a big auction week, right? This is a big auction week coming up. Let's jump into Auctions, we all know the site. This is a good site that I always use. I actually auction for these people. This is one of the people that I auction for. Foreclosures. So, y'all want auctions? Is that what you meant? Y'all want foreclosure numbers or y'all want to talk auctions? Which ones y'all want right now? I'm going to do both. I'm just trying to see what order y'all want to go in, you know? Since I'm here, let's look at some sales that are coming up. Again, this is a big auction week. Texas, Georgia. If you're on this site, just click on trustee sales. You can see all the auctions from, it goes back to September of last year, because y'all are always like, Ashley, how do you know how much a house sold for? Y'all go back and look at the properties. You can go to the, let me show you. So this is this week's, right? This is this upcoming week. Everybody with me? Both, whichever you can get with little money down. I got you. I know, because I'm sure getting my beach house for $27.19. You know what I mean? I'm with you. So auction week, you guys, we got a lot. So here is, like I said, a big Georgia week. If you are in Georgia, y'all go to the auction. They got some opening bids. There's an opening bid for $10,000. Look at there, 10 grand. Y'all want to see what this house looked like on 1125 East Bolton Street? Let's see. For 10, opening bid is $10,000. There it is. They just bought it. Everybody with me? Blinking, everybody blinking and looking. So opening bid on this is $10,000. It looks like they tried to fix it up and they just bought it in 2022. Oh, let's look at the history on this, because I'm trying to see why that opening bid is $10,000. This East Side duplex is just a project that's waiting for restoration. Is it? Come on with the 3 exclamation points. Let's see. Y'all want a duplex for $10,000? I'm trying to see why the opening bid is $10,000 though. Unless that's like a HELOC sitting out there, because they paid $125 for it. So they should still owe that loan. That's why you got to do your due diligence. Oh, Danita, welcome, Danita. I'll see you on Wednesday for mentorship, won't I? I'll send out an email. So here's a property, $10,000 duplex. If I was looking at this, because opening bid is $10,000, so everybody's probably going to jump all over this, right? But I would say make sure that you are buying the correct lien. Don't buy a HELOC at the auction. You can do that. I've always told y'all a million times. I don't get up there and say, I'm auctioning off the second lien, right? I just get up there and I auction, right? That's up to you to do that due diligence, okay? Everybody understand that. So this property is going up this week. $10,000 is the opening bid. I would definitely do some research before I bid on that though. Let's see. So back to the site, you guys. You can see properties that are going up. Here's one for $749. So again, Georgia, big auction week. Big Fulton County, DeKalb County. These are all at the courthouse, you guys. If you are in Georgia and you want to go to the auction, go to the courthouse. It is June 4th. Look, all these going at 10 a.m. There's another $10,000 one right there. Here is the site. I'm about to drop the site in the chat so y'all can go look at it yourself. Boom, boom. It's in the chat. Go check it out, you guys. Welcome, Chris Monroe, Georgia and Texas. So if y'all are in Georgia, ain't no excuse. You don't have to have any coins. It is free. Just go down, ease on down the road. And canceled is CXL. Let me explain that to you. It is free. Just go on to the auction, go on, sit down. If you don't have any money, you just sit there and watch, okay? And just figure out who the auctioneer is. See how many people are there. How quickly does it get bid up? So CXL means canceled, okay? This is the opening bid right here. Hold on, let's keep going. There's Georgia, Tennessee, Texas. PP means postpone. This is postponed to August 6th. 8 is August. August 6th, August 8th, postponed to June 13th. So those are the 3 things. CXL PP means postponed, and then the opening bid is the opening bid, right? So if you hop on this site, they update it every 5 minutes, right? So if it gets postponed, you come on here before you get in the car and go to the auction and see if it's been postponed, right? Because they update it. Everybody with me? Y'all blinking and breathing over there? So good site is long the first week of the month. It is a long auction schedule. If you want to look at this, I dropped the link in the chat. Go look at it. These are at the courthouse. There's Orange County, California. If y'all are in California, LA, boom, 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 boom. There's a little bit of St. Louis right there. Who in St. Louis? I know somebody just said they were in St. Louis. So let's see what this one is. Look, since I'm on here, let's go and see what the opening bid, 68,000. Let's see. Boom. Give me a house. There it is. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. Opening bid is 68,000. Value is 95,000. Also about this site that I try to remind everybody, you guys, when they are in foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, do they have a lot of no bids? What you mean, Chris? What do you mean? Do they have a lot of no bids? Talk to me. St. Louis County. There you go. Go to the auction, y'all, and send me pictures. Call me on FaceTime. Keep in mind, you guys, y'all can reach out to these people. That's all I'm saying. Y'all can reach out to them and be like, your opening bid. Like if this was, let me show you. Let me tell you. I tell y'all, meaning no one bid on them. Yeah, if nobody bids, then it, you know, what happens if the house does not sell at auction? It becomes a what? REO property. It reverts back to the bank, usually. But right now, the bank's being real unusual. That's right, Chris. They being real unusual. So it might go back to that homeowner. You know what I mean? Because they are not trying to foreclose on anybody right now. Yep. But it usually goes back to the bank is what happens with it. So what I was going to tell you all, like I try to put y'all on. I try to put y'all on, right? You can stop an auction, right? If I was in, here's Shelby County. This is my county right here. These are my auctions. Am I working this week? It looks like I am, huh? I got 1, 2, 3, 4 this week. Because I have to do postponements too. Even if there's no opening bid, I still have to get up there and read that the auction has been postponed, right? So if I wanted to, let me go look at this property right here. I would, if this was me working my marketing schedule, I would look at this property. Oh, it's a nice one too in Arlington. What's the opening bid? Hold on. Look, hold on. Oh, it's postponed. Okay. That's like our suburbs, you guys. If you're not from Memphis or familiar, Arlington is one of our suburbs. Zestimate is 430. Opening bid is 92. No, opening bid. No, it's postponed. That's right, postponed. But what I would say, I stopped 2 auctions. Come on, Chris. I just read what you said. You stopped 2 auctions last week. That's what I'm talking about, Chris. What you do? You gonna tell the people what you did? Will I find Oregon auctions on this website? I don't think so, but I'm gonna tell you where you can find some. Chris sells Oregon. I got you. I put everybody on. You know what I mean? I'll tell you where you. I'll show you where you can go. This is for if you see your. That's what I'm talking about, Chris. So my point is, like Chris has just told us, and what we all can do. Look. So what I would do is, if I like this house, right? I would. It's my county. I'm going to put it in Zillow, right? Let's see. 31141. 3-bed, 2 bath. It don't matter if it's cute or not. 92,000. I'm probably going to, if I really want this property, right? I'm going to walk y'all through a little bit of my marketing strategy. I'll hop on PropWire. I'll give you a tutorial of that at the end. I'm going to put the address in here, right? I'm on propwire.com, everybody. If you missed that step, if the computer has frozen up, because I know that property is going up for auction next Friday. It's got an opening bid and everything on it, right? So I would put it in PropWire. Let's see. There it is. I'm gonna look at it. Let's see. Estimated value is 157. They got $100,000 worth of equity in it. They sure do. It's not even showing pre-foreclosure either. That lets everybody know sometimes PropWire is not, I mean, all of them have discrepancies, right? But this one we know is going up for auction next Friday, and it is not showing auction or pre-foreclosure on here. So just keep that in mind, you guys. But they got a second mortgage sitting out there too. And a third mortgage. Golly. Okay. We got a first, second, and third mortgage sitting out there. So you got to make sure you are buying that first one for sure. But my point is, I'm not going to go to the auction, right? Because, I mean, I'm going to go, but I'm working the auction. I would come on here and I would reach out to Sacramento Herrera, right? I'm going to skip trace her and I'm going to get all her information is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to reach out to her. That's for sure what I would do, right? So y'all know how hold on. I'm going to empty that screen. I'm trying to make my screen. Oh, stop sharing. Okay. So what I would do when I really want you, right? If those numbers are real good, y'all know what I mean. When those deals are like, hold on, I'm going to hand deliver a letter to your house. I'm absolutely going to do that. Right. And I'm going to probably drop off a brochure in your mailbox. Right. And I'm going to put a note. I'm going to put a post-it note. Y'all, I shared this what course is this in? This is in my foreclosure blueprint course, right? I put this brochure in it so you can customize it yourself if you want a brochure, right? And it's just, I made it for you, right? All you got to do is go in there and change out my information on the back and put your own information on it. But anyway, my point is, I would, since it's a week out from the auction, I'm going to hand deliver this and I'm going to put a post-it note on the front of this and it's going to say, happy Monday. Look at me. Happy Monday. I'm trying to think what mine usually says. Please call me. I can help you. Your house is up for auction this Friday. The opening bid is 92,000 something. Please call me. I can help you, right? I need to hand deliver. If I put it in the mail, it might not get there, right? But I'm going to stick it right probably on their door. I'm going to make sure you see this and my post-it note, right? So you can call me. That's what I would do. Everybody does not get my brochure because these cost too much. But if it's an urgent one and I really want you, I'm going to put this brochure in your mailbox. Or if a homeowner calls me and I meet with them, right? I will take this because it looks professional. And what am I? A professional. So that's what I would do when I want you real bad. Okay. And so you guys, this is in the foreclosure marketing blueprint course. And you can print this out, boom, change it around. What it says, if y'all can't see what it says, I made this. I'm pretty creative. Let me say that. It just has like, can y'all see this? Like explore your options, watch out for red flags. If you haven't missed a house payment yet, do this. It's just like some helpful resources, right? Lead with love. I'm not leaving a note on the door that says, call me Ashley. I'm not doing that, right? I'm going to be professional, right? I'm going to put this out there. Boom, post a note, call me back. Your opening bid is 92,000. You already have an opening bid, right? That usually evokes some emotion when people know their house really about to sell, right? And if it's got an opening bid out there, it's probably going to go up for auction unless they file bankruptcy. Let me be honest. So that's one step that I would do, especially if the auction is very close. Like I say, you can reach out to people all the way up until that auction, right? A lot of times a bank will stop an auction if they have a contract on it. I have stopped plenty of auctions by putting a contract on it, right? Letting the bank know I'm going to buy it. My investor is going to buy it, and they will postpone that auction and usually give you time to close it, right? You can reach out to that homeowner again because y'all be like, Ashley, How do I reach out? Can I talk to the attorney? Can I talk to the bank? Go talk to the homeowner. That's who you need to talk to. They're the ones who gonna make a decision on that house. Okay. So if not, they can file bankruptcy the morning of. They can file bankruptcy. Boom. That's, another option for a homeowner. But all the way up until that auction, you can reach out. Okay. Everybody understand what I'm saying? You can reach out all the way to the auction. Here I come with my accents. Y'all know how I get. So, right up for you. The other thing I was saying is, I'm looking at y'all. Okay. Thank you, Danita. What I was going to say about the site, y'all are always like, Ashley, how do you know how much it's sold for? Once the auction has passed, you guys, this row, if it's been postponed, opening bid, and if it sells, this one didn't sell. If this number and this number is the same, it didn't sell. Okay. Now here's one that sold. Opening bid was 243 and it sold for 260. A lot of y'all are like, Ashley, how can I see how much it sold for? Right? This is where you can see. Go back to the previous week and see if it's sold and look at those numbers there. Okay. Everybody understand that? Let me drop it in the chat one more time because it probably moved up, but I'm going to drop it in the chat for you again. That's right. I see you. Overages. Y'all always talk about those excess funds, don't y'all? So that's how you can, absolutely. You can tell if it was, ooh, that is true. You can tell overages. You're absolutely right. If it's sold for more. Look at that one. That one sold 30, opening bid was 38,000. It sold for 131,000. Y'all know I just want to see and be nosy. Let me see what it looked like. Opening bid was 38,000. Somewhere in Tennessee. Danita, is that close to you? It ain't close to me. Dayton, Tennessee. It looks like it's worth 182. Opening bid was 31,000. One of y'all should have got on the phone. I'm just kidding. One of y'all should have called 4718 Cranmore Cove and got that house from them before it went to auction. That's what I'm talking about right there, you guys. So that is, that is a site. I dropped that in the chat for y'all. Don't worry, you guys. I got you. Here's another site. Nationwide Posting. Nationwide Posting is another auction site, you guys, because I got y'all. Don't worry about it. Nationwide Posting. Blink if you can see it. So once you get on here, you guys, it's amazing how many people still go to auction every day. They do. They're crowded. Georgia, Texas auction is going to be off the chain on Tuesday. Make sure you click I accept these terms of use. And then you can go on here and select the states: Arizona, California, Hawaii, Idaho, Nevada, Oregon, Texas, Utah, Washington. All of them, right? And you can select a date. Let's see what's going on this week let's see, for the next couple weeks, right? Let's see what we got going on here. So if I see a house that I like, right, I'm just going to, I like this site, right? Because it's got postponed by beneficiary's request. I mean, the bank asked for a postponement, canceled, postponed by bankruptcy, cancel, sale scheduled, cancel. Y'all, there's so many people who filed bankruptcy. Here's an opening bid. Bankruptcy. Hold on. All I'm going to say is, it's a lot of people who not going to have good credit in the coming years, just not going to be in a position to buy. That's why we are all preparing now, correct? All preparing now. Okay. So that means you can't go to Macy's one-day sale. They have a one-day sale every day, right? Let's try to make sure our debt to income ratio is right. Let's try to, if we can, I know everybody's like, my credit. You guys, you're just going to have to, you get a free credit report every year. Free, what is it? Free annual credit report.com. You get a free credit report every year. There's what? Credit Karma, all of them. You know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. Don't let not having great credit, or don't let, because I don't have a ton of money in my bank account, right? Don't let that just keep you from doing anything, right? You're just not going to do nothing because of my credit, or I don't have any money. You guys, you got to start somewhere, right? Just start. Yeah, free annual report, I think it is .com. Get on there and see what you got going on. A lot of y'all probably in a better position than you think you are, right? Don't be like these people who don't open their mail, right? The ones we trying to reach out to. So start somewhere. That was my point. Y'all didn't know I was going to preach today. That's okay. Y'all came to Sunday service. Welcome to Sunday service, right? Do something. That is that is my ministry for today, the sermon for today. Look at all these people filing bankruptcy. Who a bankruptcy attorney? They getting paid right now. Vacant land in El Dorado. I dropped this in the chat. Look at all this. Maybe it's a builder. Vacant land in El Dorado. That's a whole bunch of land, isn't it, you guys? Vacant land. That's probably a builder or somebody who losing some lots, right? You know what I mean? Bankruptcy. I told you an auction can stop bankruptcy. Keep in mind, I don't know if it's the same, right? I don't know. I can look at both sides. What was I going to say? I don't ever want y'all to think that, hold on. This is what I want to show you. Postponed to June 7th by bankruptcy. Just because they filed bankruptcy does not mean that that house will not go up for auction, right? It'll postpone it. I think a lot of people are getting smart. I'm not going to say smart, but smart in filing bankruptcy to stop that auction, just to buy them some time. But they don't go through with that bankruptcy process, is what I think is going on. So, you can pay that money. They'll do an emergency stay, stop your auction, but you've got to go ahead and file that go through with the process. And I don't think a lot of people are continuing to go through that process. And then they back in foreclosure again. Basically, they're back up for auction again. So my point is, don't let bankruptcy stop you. Don't let bankruptcy deter you from reaching out to a homeowner. Okay. That's my whole point. What does it mean? Yeah, Jackie, exactly. A lot of people are using bankruptcy as just a stalling tactic. And after you do it so many times, they're going to deny you. So even if you see a property that has filed bankruptcy, reach out. That does not stop me from reaching out to them. Okay. I had a lady, her house was up for auction, reached out. She filed bankruptcy. She said that bankruptcy payment was more than her mortgage. Right. So she didn't go through with it. Call me back and I ended up selling her house. Right. So all I'm saying is don't give up so easily. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're just buying themselves times, right? They still probably can't afford that house. They can't afford that mortgage payment. If you offer them a good deal, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might can make something shake is what I'm saying. So my point was, don't let bankruptcy stop you. What else was I going to say? So here's another good site. I dropped it in the chat, Nationwide Posting. Y'all can check that out. And you can see sales. It's sales across the country, Orange County, all that kind of stuff. Go in here, check it out. See if your city is here. Look at that. Bankruptcy. Postponed to June 13th because of bankruptcy. I guess these people are figuring out that they just postponing. Look at all that. Hold on. This is the same. Santa Monica, 11900, 11914, 11. Hold on. What is this, you guys? Y'all know me. I get nosy when I see too many of the same addresses. It is, it's commercial. It's commercial. 11, but it's the whole street. It seemed like they were right. That's 11914. It's commercial. What is this? I know y'all like, Ashley, it's 100 people on here. Don't stop and do your research. I act like it's just me. Y'all don't care though. It's commercial. It's a bankruptcy sale. Santa Monica. It's commercial. That's what it is. Y'all know we're going to catch a commercial storm here soon. You know what I mean? Offered as a bankruptcy facilitated sale. There you go. I guess if you're looking for bankruptcy, if you want to, if you got some commercial dreams, y'all better get ready for that too. You know what I mean? Just make sure you know what you're going to do with that building, right? You'll probably be able to get some steals on commercial here in the next year, coming years. You know what I mean? Just thanks, you guys, because I forget and I just hop on there because I'm trying to see. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see. But I guess if you're looking for commercial, y'all saw Blackstone. Blackstone, I always be like BlackRock, Blackstone. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They said that they just invested what, like 20 million, 20 billion in commercial. They buying up commercial right now. They probably getting it for a deal. They probably buying it for like 25 cents a building. You know what I mean? But Blackstone buying commercials, and Blackstone said they are buying rental properties. They are buying them by the bulk right now. They were on Yahoo Finance. They're CEO of real estate, the little of real estate department. He said Blackstone has what, 20 billion in cash to 20 billion, and they're buying commercial, they are buying rentals, and they are buying private notes right now is what Blackstone is buying. So just so y'all know what the other side is doing, what they doing in the upper room, that's what they're doing. So, and he made it very clear. He was like, we have, I don't know what he said, millions of dollars in powder. That's what he said. Y'all know what he mean, cash. But he said powder on Yahoo Finance. I know. So what are the thoughts on zero down program to purchase? You know how I feel about zero down deals, unless you know what you're doing. Like for investors, hold on, let me get my big face back in the green. For investors that know what they're doing, right? Zero down might can work. For your average, typical, traditional home buyer, I hate 100% financing and zero down, right? You don't have any equity. Honestly, most people don't go in with equity. They're usually the first people who lose their house. Don't get me wrong. I'm a brown skinned person, right? I know we didn't get houses for a long time and we didn't have the same opportunities, right? So down payment assistance helps people. All these programs help people, right? But I feel like when you buy a house, some of us need some skin in the game, right? You need to save some money. I don't like to see people 100% financing. Like they're going to give you 100% financing. I'm also giving you down payment assistance. You also get gift funds from your family. We're also going to waive the inspection. You know what I mean? Like, y'all, like you got to have some money when you buy a house. Like you need to have some money sitting in your bank account when you buy a house, right? Don't go in and when you got to borrow your gift funds, you don't have enough money and you got to get somebody to pay your down payment assistance. Like, y'all, come on, I'm gonna auction off your house probably in a year. Usually. Not everybody, but usually. And it's when like the market slows down, right? Nobody's buying houses right now. That's when these banks start coming up with these initiatives and everything where it's like, okay, it's slow. Nobody's taking out loans. What can we do? Okay, let's offer 100% financing. Okay, we're going to loosen restrictions. We're going to let people with 35 credit scores buy houses, right? You know, these people aren't in a position to buy a house, right? But we need money. So we're going to offer all these things. Like, what are they saying? Like you can get gift funds from a non-relative, like all kinds of, y'all, it's just for them to make money. It's not to help you, right? But I get some people do it and they take advantage and they are able to go on and buy another house and build wealth and all that. But a lot of these programs are targeted for people, you know what I mean? Like set people up to fail, right? So when banks come out with, we got a loan for minorities, Black and brown people, right? Y'all, not all of a sudden, like they got a heart for Black and brown people, right? They need some money, right? And they like, who can we help? You know what? This is for Black and brown people who got credit scores in the 400s, and we're going to give you down payment assistance, and you ain't got to pay closing costs, and we're going to buy you a basket of fruit to move in. It's not out of the goodness of their hearts, right? They need money, right? So a lot of times they preying on you, right? So I don't love the idea of 100% financing. I honestly don't. I think you need to have some skin in the game if you're going to buy a house, right? Because you'll be the first one to be upside down, honestly. That's just my thoughts. But investors, like, it's how I feel about lease to own stuff, right? If you're an investor, I'm all for owner financing, that kind of stuff, because investors know how to work that angle, right? I have never seen anybody complete a lease to own property, right? I know somebody did, I think somebody came on here and was like, they did it, they got the house. That is the only person I have ever seen that has actually got a house in a lease to own circumstance, right? I have auctioned off a lady's house. No lie, I've told this story before. I had a property going up for auction, and I had the property was going up Friday. I was auctioning like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm sitting there talking to like the trustee. A couple of the bidders are there, and they're like, the house going up Friday. It's a lady who still live in the house on Friday. And one of the bidders was like, I was driving by that lady house, right? Because he want to bid on it on Friday. He already driving by, making sure he wants the house. And when he drove by, that lady had, I think he said Home Depot was there putting in floors. Like she had just got floors getting done in her house, right? And he stopped and he was like, this house is up for auction on Friday. And that lady was like, I did a lease to own, that lease purchase. He was like, I've been paying this lease purchase for like the last 2 years. She's like, I'm getting floors put in. He was like, well, whoever you did that agreement with is in Fork. She pulled her house up on Zillow and it showed auction. And she was getting floors put in her house. And her house went up for auction that Friday, you guys. So I've always been like that lease purchase. People like, how do you feel about rent to own? Rent to own. That's what it's called. Rent to own. I say you either rent outright and get your credit ready and do whatever you can and then buy, or just buy. Don't rent to own, right? I've never seen anything good come out of that. But I feel like investors can do that, right? Investors are like, okay, if we're going to do owner financing, investors know like, hey, you need to put my name on that deed, right? Investors are like, hey, let me make sure this payment, tell me who I need to make the payments to, right? Investors have that knowledge. Your typical traditional renter doesn't even know to ask those questions, right? You just trusting that you're going to pay this lump sum of money and you're going to hope and pray that they pay that mortgage, right? And I auctioned off that lady house, right? And she just got Home Depot putting them floors in. Cold game, you guys. Cold game. So found it. Okay, cool. It's wrong. Call lease purchase having to go. Y'all, I always, when people ask me that, I'd be like, if you can't own it outright, just rent until you can get your credit and stuff ready, right? Yes, thank you. You got it. Y'all got it. That's exactly how I feel about having my client. They were pretty to offer her all these things. Y'all, some people, that's, you know what I mean? Like banks are in business to make money. That is the bottom line. Banks are in business to make money. They're not doing anything out of the kindness of their heart, right? So when you talk about if you're buying an REO, actually, should I offer them less? Lowball them. Lowball them. Okay? It is the bank. They can set that price. So does this lease option. Yeah. But PACE is like an investor. Like I said, if you're an investor, you can do that subject to and assuming and owner financing because investors have that knowledge. Your typical renter doesn't know to tell them to put my name on that deed, right? They don't know that. They just trusting that you paying the mortgage, right? And these people ain't paying the mortgage. So that's the story. That was a story that happened. True story. True life, you guys. True life. So, okay, so I gave y'all nationwide posting. I gave you MK Consultants. Let me show y'all one more way to find, a couple ways actually. So if we're on prop wire. Everybody, let's take a stroll down prop wire lane really quickly. If you don't mind with me, bear with me. Propwire.com, you know, I like this site. You're right, I'm starting to see. Oh, yeah, they're going to offer everything. Everybody got a phone call about, do you want a HELOC? Do you want a loan? Do you want a mortgage? I see all the emails. All of the emails are coming right now because they need money, right? Banks need money. Nobody is buying homes. They're not lending. Ain't nobody opening up checking accounts because we all putting our money up under the mattress and in shoe boxes, right? That's why all these banks are laying off. Truist is laying off. Citigroup is laying off. Ain't nobody going to the bank. Every time I go to the bank, nobody is in line, right? And nobody is in line. So they are empty. So, you know what I mean? They got to do what they got to do to stay afloat, right? Or they going to fail. You know what I mean? So let's talk about another way, because everybody's like, Ashley, I can't find foreclosures in my city. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So prop wire, you guys put in whatever, you can put in address, city, county, state, zip code. Let's do an example class. Let's do an example. Let's see what's going up for auction. Ashley, how do I reach out to people? So you live in, it don't matter. Let's do, you know, I'll be trying to find the high price ones because I want to see what it looked like. 749.9, 15 Greenridge Way. I would go find the auctions. What's going up for auction? Boom. You can put that address right in PropWire, right? Boom. That's it. Georgia. Everybody still with me? There it is. There is the property, right? Please do Houston. Okay. Vegas. I got you. I got you, you guys. So I would go here. It's showing auction. It's showing foreclosure. Boom. There it is, right? You can look and see, what is the opening bid? 749.9. Estimated value was 771. That's too high. That's too high. The opening bid is too high. I would not bid on that. Okay, it says estimated equity is 247. Boom. Okay, so my point is, I would go on here. They got a second mortgage sitting out there. Okay, one way to find auction properties in your state, city, right? I would go down here, scroll down here, and I would find the trustee name. I auction for Ruben Lubin. If you've been on here before, you know I always go to his site. I actually auction for him, legit site. He's a trustee, handles foreclosure auctions, okay? So I would go down here. So if you are in Vegas, if you're in Houston, wherever you are, I would scroll down, right? And I would come down here to this trustee attorney name, see whose name is here. Boom, Ruben Lublin. I work for him. I auction for them. And I would Google it, right? And let's see if Ruben Lublin has a site. And they do. Are y'all blinking? Can y'all see everything? Is the screen changing? Right? So I would go and I would see is, oh, my picture. Yeah, I don't know how to move my picture. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Boom. I don't know if that helped at all, but I would click on, I would find the site, right? So I would go to Ruben Lublin and see if they have any auctions posted. A lot of times, really quickly, a lot of times the attorneys, I've said this before on master classes, will get, it's the bank, right? They're not the bank, but they represent the bank that are foreclosing on these people. So a lot of times it is, they'll get the files before the auction, right? If they haven't paid their mortgage since January, the bank is going to send them that file. They haven't paid, boom. Now their auction might not be scheduled to June or July, right? But they get that file ahead of times. And a lot of the times they will post it on their personal website, right? That's why you want to find their personal websites, okay? So you can get a head start, you guys. You can get a head start, okay? So let's go back to what I was showing you, class. So I found Ruben Lublin, right? Here it is on PropWire. Boom. Let's see if I can scroll down. Whoever, yours is going to say something different wherever you live. You might have Ruben Lublin, but I would go on here and then Google them, see if they have their own site. I know he does, right? I auction for him. You can go to their site. Here it says foreclosure property listings, right? Scroll down. They're going to make you accept and agree and view properties. Everybody's still with me. Everybody still with me. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Okay. So y'all are good. Okay. Reuben Lublin handles Georgia, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama. So Georgia, big auction coming up. They got the opening bids too. Here they are. They sure do. Okay, y'all know I get distracted. I like to see the opening bids. My point is, so this is this week's auction. Here's June's auctions. If you scrolling down, I don't want y'all to get dizzy. If you scroll down, you guys, scroll, boom. There's July's auctions, you guys. This is 7/2. You got a head start on July's auctions. Boom. Keep scrolling. Look at all those. This is Georgia. If you're in Georgia, check out this site. Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Alabama. Just keep scrolling. I don't want y'all to get dizzy. Don't want y'all to get dizzy. That's a lot of July. Look at July. Boom. There's August auctions, you guys. We got August auctions already posted. So what I would do is I would probably come on here, you guys. There is a fourplex, ain't it? What is that? That's 4 units right there. Let me drop that in prop wire right quick. I know y'all be like, Ashley, you just all over the place. Let's see. There it is. It is. It's a fourplex. If I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, I would be all over them right now. It's a fourplex up for auction in August. A lot of y'all are like, Ashley, it says there's no active mortgage. I see that too. What I usually do is I go to, it's sure showing free and clear history. They got a loan out there somewhere. It looks like in 2021, it's this loan right here for $1 million. What is that? I don't know, but they got a loan out there somewhere. But what I would do is they're not going up for auction until August, you guys. You got plenty of time to reach out to them. I would click on owner. Oh, it's an L. It's you know, if you're not scared to talk to investors, I would skip trace them and reach out to them. You know, that is what I would do. So, back to what I was saying. This is August. So I would, ooh, y'all, this is one that's been up so many times. I show this all the time. Check out this house. Boom. She's a beast in Atlanta. Up for auction. They just bought it in 2021 for $2 million. She's been up for auction a whole bunch of times. Can y'all see? Y'all blinking over there? She's been up for auction quite a few times. Let's see if I can get some history on her. Blah, 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 blah. Sold. Let's drop her. Let's drop her in prop wire, you guys. Everybody with me? Like them cooking shows. Everybody with me? There it is. Estimated value is 3.7. It's sure showing in foreclosure. 6 beds, 9 baths. Yep, of course Ruben got it. We know it. Let's see who the owner is. Southeastern Management Incorporated. Another. Reach out to them, you know what I mean? They've been up for auction a whole bunch of times. Honestly, that house has been up a lot of times. But I don't know, if you're not scared to reach out to a corporation, do it. If you are, you know, don't worry about it. But most of the time you can find like a homeowner. You know what I mean, you guys? If y'all don't feel comfortable reaching out to investors, let's find a single homeowner. Auction pre-foreclosure is showing. Look at all these investment properties, you guys. Everybody on the foreclosure list is an investor. Are y'all seeing this like I'm seeing this? I'm trying to find a homeowner, like a regular person, but everybody is an investor. I see a ton of investors in foreclosure right now, honestly. Let's see, Beaver Creek. Come on, Beaver Creek. Be just a home. Just be a regular person. Not saying that these corporations or these are not regular people, right? They could just be somebody with an LLC. What is that? Off-market empty nester owner. Y'all, it's an LLC. I can't get a homeowner. I cannot get a homeowner. Ashley, can you play a few site for tax deed and lien? Yeah. Yes, I absolutely can. Let me give you this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen. If y'all bear with me, I'll drop the thank you for reminding me. Let me drop. In my auction accelerator course, you guys, I give you all tax websites. I'm gonna share my screen if you give me 1 second, you guys. I don't need y'all seeing all my emails and stuff. Okay, here comes my screen. I read an article that said 3 investment groups own 19. Wow. I wonder if they in foreclosure. You know what I mean? It looks like it. It absolutely looks like. I'm not surprised. There's a lot of investors going under. It's a ton of investors going under. Here is what I was going to show you. This is the auction accelerator course. This course was for people who are going to the auction, right? Y'all need to learn how to find, analyze, bid, title search, due diligence. In the course, I give you auction websites. Hold on, you guys. County tax websites. This is what y'all want. I'm going to share it with you because I'm just so nice. Let me get y'all this link. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Here you go. Somebody open that and make sure y'all can open that link. I'll give you people looking for, here we go. The county, here's like trustee sales, auctions. You know, you can go look on your county records and deeds site and they should have auctions posted. So here are the top 50 cities, their websites. So y'all got tax websites and y'all got like auction websites. Everything working? Everything working. I dropped both of them in the chat for your enjoyment. But since we're on here real quick, look, since we're on here real quick, this is the auction accelerator site. And this is my signature course that I made for y'all. For people wanting to go to the auction and bid on properties. Like I got you a little property tracker, a property inspection checklist. You can calculate your max bid, right? If you put in, let's see, you want to make $50,000 profit, it'll calculate how much you need to bid at the auction once you plug your numbers in. You get a title search checklist. You can calculate your repairs. You put in how much it'll be. Y'all, I gave you everything in this course, honestly. ARV calculator, you put your comps in, it'll tell you how much, you know, the ARV, your checklist on auction day. That's the auction accelerator course, you guys, plus all the other stuff. But just wanted to share that with you. I hope everybody got the sites. You are welcome. You guys, I've been on here an hour and 32 minutes. An hour and 32 minutes. Oh, but I like to always kind of take y'all through PropWire for the new people because it's about 100 of y'all on this live right now. So funny. I love all of you, though. I appreciate y'all. You said you wanted me to do Houston. So I think, let me say this. PropWire is really good if you were trying to find distressed properties, right? I feel like, especially people who want to reach out to the homeowners, I feel like PropWire is a really good site to get their information, make a list, boom. I think if you're looking for auctions and REO properties, then we should talk about other sites. So for PropWire, though, let's do this, and then I'm going to let y'all go, right? Sunday service. Hopefully y'all are getting something out of this, right? Y'all are learning something. You said, what y'all tell me? Houston. That's what y'all want. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston is the, I'm so crazy. Houston, the city, right? Yeah. Houston, Texas City, right? So when you're on PropWire, you guys, and PropWire has gotten crazy a little bit. I hope y'all can see my screen because I did this. Did the screen blow up when I did that? Did y'all notice if the screen blew up? I'm going to go back because I don't like it when it's set up like this, honestly. But, okay. What I would do is, I hope y'all can see this. I'm hoping y'all can see this. PropWire. Let's get some filters going. On PropWire, you guys. Okay, class, boys and girls, let's do a quick tutorial for everybody that's new here. I'm hoping y'all can see this. Let me make sure one more time because I don't want to start talking. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, it works. Okay, y'all could see it, right? Okay, screen blew up, but y'all could see it when it blew up, right? That's what I want to make sure. Y'all could see it when it blew up, right, Danita? Okay. So, because I like it better when it's blown up. Okay, so Houston, Texas. You don't have to live in Houston, Texas. You can live where you live. You can live in Charlotte, North Carolina. What is it? Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever you live, right? Because y'all be like, Ashley, I can't find any. Yes, you can. You can put in the address, like I showed you. You can pull auctions that are coming up this week and put the address in. City, county, state, zip code, right? So we're going to do Houston, Texas for right now. Okay, we got Houston. Lead types. They've got all kinds of things. Absentee owners, adjustable loans, auctions, bank owned, cash buyers, empty nesters, free and clear. Boom. Intra-family transfers. That's like some heirship property. That means the ownership was transferred within the family. Okay. Scrolling down, out-of-state owners, pre-foreclosures, probates, tired landlords. If you a type of a sleepy landlord, vacant homes, vacant lots, zombie properties. We talked about that. Those are properties that the homeowner is in foreclosure and walked away from. So you can filter it. So I usually do auctions and pre-foreclosures, right? Boom. Y'all can do property types. Y'all are like, I want a multifamily. I want a mobile home. I want a triplex. Do whatever one you want, okay? Single family. Boom. Then you can put it in price. You can do more filters, foreclosure filters. Boom, their REO date. You filter it. Play around in it, okay? Y'all play around in it, okay? So save and close. And boom, it made me a list of 832 properties, right? So you can go through and kind of click on them. Do we like this one on LaBelle? She cute. Auction, pre-foreclosure, estimated value. She got a little equity. They just bought her in 2022. You can look at her, go see who the owner is. You know what I mean? You can go Paul Black. Paul Black, if you are on this live, I apologize. I apologize, Paul. Go on here, right? Click on them, look at them. So you can go through, and I would say once you click on it, it will add it to your list over here, right? If it's pending, I don't fool with them. If it's got an agent, I don't fool with them. Boom. But you can check mark a couple of them. You can check mark all of them, right? Select all. My computer going kind of slow. Select all. Boom, boom, right? So let's just say I selected a few of these. Everybody's still with me, right? I'm going to make sure everybody's with me. Everybody's still with me. How do you filter the show when an heir recently inherited property? I haven't been able to find an effective, accurate way to do so. Okay, I'm going to try to help you on that. I will. Let me get through this lesson. Let me get through this lesson and I'll help you lesson. So what I always tell everybody to do, right? After you get your list, it'll go over here. Click there. There's all your properties, right? The ones that you clicked on. Save it, you guys. Save it to a list. I cannot stress that enough. I'm going to save it. It can be, what is this? Houston. What is today? June 2nd is what it is. You know, something, save it to whatever you want to do. And then click save, right? Y'all about to see all my lists that are saved, right? Oh, well, it didn't show. But so now it's saved to a list, right? There it is. Y'all can see all of my list. So now I'm going to click on it. There it is. That one's sold. I probably wouldn't skip trace it. This is for if you want to skip trace, right? Highlight all of them. And then boom, you would hit skip trace, right? And it's going to cost you 6 skip traces, 10 cents, 60 cents, right? They're going to skip trace it for you. The reason I am telling you to save it to a list, right? Because if you have skip traced it before, it will pop up and say you skip traced this on May 2nd. So y'all don't be spending y'all dime over and over again. Make sure you save it. So if you've already skip traced it, it'll let you know. But it won't let you know if you don't have it saved to a list, right? I'm trying to save y'all's dimes. I'm trying to save your 10 cents, right? But that's a way to do it. So no matter where you live, you guys, Las Vegas, Nevada, lead types. It can be what you say, intrafamily or probates. Boom. My computer is going really slow, you guys. It's probably because it's tired and we've been on here for a while. There we go. Golly, 90,000. Okay. So how I would look and see, and this is the only way I know to do it, is probably look at, you can look at history. Boom. It'll tell you that it transferred. This is who it transferred from. I know on Prop Stream, it tells you like the history, like it really goes into, there's the mortgage history, right? Their first is sitting out there. And I think is that what you're looking for? Like you can tell where, and maybe that, hopefully that helped. Check the history and it'll tell you like when it transferred, who it transferred to. Let's see. The new owner is, because what I'm trying to see is what owner is it going to pull? It pulled this one. If you want to skip trace it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make sure you skip tracing the right people. It don't look like it transferred because these the same names. I don't know. Maybe they just up to something over there. I'm saying I don't know. But are y'all with me? What does corporate owned mean? Yeah, business or some sort of corporate LLC owns it, right? That's usually what it means. How do you filter when it have been a front figure? So that's what I hope that worked a little bit. That does show you a little, but it does seem like it lets you search for new interest. Like, okay, so you probably would need to filter it, is what you're trying to do, right? You probably would need to filter it to like a date, a time range is probably what you're thinking. Let's see. Maybe years of ownership, like if they just got it in the last maximum like 1 year. Save. Did it change? And maybe that way you could see like if it transferred in the last year. Let's see. History. Sale date was April 2024. Maybe that, you know what I mean? If that made sense, like maybe I would filter it by the minimum or maximum year, maybe. I hope that made sense. What does okay? You got a little bit to search owner spring. Does notice of trustee sale mean that it's already sold? No. Look at me. No. Notice of trustee sale. That is what I read at the auction a lot of times. So it's just a notice that it's going up. Notice of sale. You know what I mean? That is that. It does not mean that it is already sold. No. That's just that notice. It depends on where you live. Like notice of sale. What's the other thing that it's called? I know I'm drawing a blank on my mind right quick. Notice of sale, notice of default, like all those are like, it depends on where you live, how they file it. So if it's a trustee holding that foreclosure, conducting that foreclosure, it might be a notice of trustee sale or a notice of sale. If it's not a trustee and it's just I don't know, you guys, it might say, but no, the answer is no. Yeah, it'll say something else, but no, it does not mean that it already sold, you guys. You guys, it's been an hour and 43 minutes. You know what I always say, at this point, we could have all watched The Big Short together. Absolutely. Oregon. Chris sells Oregon. Where did I see Oregon? Y'all got some zombie foreclosures going on. That's what y'all got in Oregon. Y'all were on the list. Hold on. Let's see real quick, because y'all on here with over 100 people on here. Recent articles. I'm on Adam. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Y'all know I like to follow them, even though nobody's foreclosure numbers are accurate, honestly. So Zombified Zip, top 10 zip codes with the most zombie foreclosures right now. We got I'm not going through this, but I saw Oregon on a list. Zombie foreclosures. I'm not crazy. Where did I see Oregon? I know y'all like, Ashley, it's 100 people on here. You over here going through this article because I'm not crazy. In case y'all want to know, zombie foreclosures, the biggest increases, Massachusetts, Illinois, states with the largest vacancy rates for all residential properties, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Alabama, and Michigan. Statistical areas in the U.S. with at least 100,000 residential properties, those with at least 100 properties facing foreclosure: Peoria, Illinois, Wichita, Kansas, Cedar Rapids, Shreveport, and St. Louis. Among 35.1 million investor-owned homes throughout the U.S., about 905,000 are vacant. The highest levels of vacant investor-owned properties are in Indiana, Oklahoma, Alabama, Missouri, and Kansas. I know I saw Oregon on this list. Among the roughly 11,400 foreclosed bank-owned homes, those are REO properties. We've got Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and Oregon. Ding, 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 ding. I told y'all I saw it. There's the zip codes, highest zombie foreclosure rates. We've got Broome County, Binghamton. 15% of the homes in foreclosure are vacant. Marion County, Indianapolis. Cuyahoga, y'all know I messed that one up. Cuyahoga County in Cleveland. Erie County, Buffalo. Volusia County, Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm going to drop this in the chat so y'all can read it for understanding. Wi-Fi is saying night. What is considered a zombie foreclosure? That means the homeowner is in foreclosure or pre-foreclosure and they have walked away from their house. They're in foreclosure and they walked away and left their property vacant. That is a zombie foreclosure. So don't y'all walk away from y'all houses. You know, you might just have to short sale. So last thing, y'all know my movie recommendations. The Big Short. Y'all know I love that movie, The Big Short. I love 99 Homes. And I love The Inside Job, right? Those are movies that I love. Hold on. I'll show them to you. Of course, The Big Short, because y'all know I'm obsessed with the last housing market crash. The Big Short is probably the most popular movie if you're interested in movies. I hope y'all can see the screen. Blah, blink, blah, blink, blink, blink. The Big Short, really good movie about the last housing crash. I think if you are in real estate, if you're a real estate agent, you should watch it so you can understand how our real estate market really works. I don't think most people even understand. Most real estate agents, after they close on a house and take the picture, and I love my real estate agent and I got a housewarming gift, most people don't even understand how our market works. They don't. After beyond that, they don't understand how that works, right? I think you should at least understand that. The Inside Job. Y'all know I love this movie. I always say that. Somebody was like, does that have Samuel L. Jackson in it? No, it does not have Samuel L. Jackson in it. It's this one. It's the documentary. They interview the people. It will piss you off, right? They interview the people involved in the last housing crash, right? The banker. Well, they don't interview the bankers, but they interview people. And it gives you a better understanding of what happened to our market. The Inside Job. I really like that movie. Screen is black. Can't see the screen. No, the screen is black. Black. Is it still black, you guys? I'm just talking. Y'all know I'll be talking. Is it still black, you guys? Y'all know me. I just be over here talking. Hold on. I got you. Don't worry. Be happy. I changed the screen now because y'all was saying y'all couldn't see it. Don't worry about it. Blinking. Don't worry. I got you guys. I got you. I got you guys. There we go. Came up. Now we can see it. Blink, blink. No, I think Inside Job is on YouTube. Inside Job is on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime for free right now. I know I changed tabs. I was in something and I'm in Google Chrome now. So, Inside Job is on Amazon Prime for free. The Big Short, I think a lot of people have seen that movie already. Really good movie. That's The Big Short. The Inside Job. This is what it looks like, so y'all can see what it looks like. Really good movie. Probably gonna piss you off. You know, it'll help you lowball the bank. It will motivate you to lowball the bank for sure. And the last one is 99 Homes. Your blood pressure is gonna be high when you finish watching it. Just know that. Lots of profanity in it, so don't watch it around your kids. Unless you use profanity around your kids. Okay. But that one is going to have your blood pressure high. But it's good, though. It's good. But your blood pressure going to be high, right? Oh, 99 Homes is on Roku. Come on, Lois. Good. Have y'all watched it? Have y'all been watching these movie recommendations? So check out 99 Homes, The Big Short, and The Inside Job. And we can talk about it, right? Because y'all know I like to talk about these things. Oh, y'all have got to figure out what the master class is going to be for June. I will figure it out. For now, y'all can go watch my other master classes. You guys, they are all up for free. All of them are up. Here are anything that I have. Look, anything that I have. Here is the link, you guys. Here is the links for it. My letter templates, everything. Because y'all going to be like, Ashley, where do I get it? Auction Accelerator. Use coupon code thank you. If you want the Auction Accelerator, use coupon code thank you. Okay. I think the coupon code for my whole marketing strategy, the intensive that comes with the brochure, use code Tuesday or Travis. I haven't changed the code. Tuesday or Travis. If y'all want to know my entire marketing strategy, that is the blueprint. The mentorship starts on Wednesday. It's for 12 weeks. Danita is in it. So there, all the links are down below. If you have any questions, y'all know y'all can email. Yeah. Danita, I'll be like, why don't you just email me? Just email me. So yeah, all the letter template bundles, mentorship starts on Wednesday, goes for 12 weeks. That's it, you guys. That's all I got for you. I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley on Instagram. I'm going to try to upload a daily video on YouTube. Again, for the month of June, I'm going to try. It's challenging, but I'm going to try, right? I'm on Instagram. Email me if you got a question. You know what I mean? Email me. I will be back next Sunday. Hold strong, buyers. That's what I'm talking. Daniel. That's what I'm saying. We're going to wait. If you can't wait, negotiate, right? That's the code. If you can't wait, negotiate, right? But we're going to be patient, you guys. We're going to be patient and just prepare and put your money under the mattress. Wherever y'all want to put it in a shoebox, whatever you need to do, right? But just start preparing, right? Just start preparing. That's all we can do, right? And continue to watch the market, watch these home values start going down, right? Watch them go down. So, okay, you guys, that's all I got for you. I hope y'all enjoyed this. You learned something new today. And I will be back next week. You guys. Okay, I'm hanging up, you guys. We're going to hang up on 3. Hang up on 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye, you guys.